We're Will and Meera and Lola, and for the past year we've lived inside this Mercedes Sprinter, and yeah, we're gonna do a little van tour to show you what it's like.
I guess we'll just tell you a little bit about us. So we've been doing videos on TikTok and Instagram for the past year and a bit, I guess, but this is our first foray into YouTube, so...
Foray.
That's a good word.
We met at university in 2019.
Okay.
Will was studying engineering and I was studying psychology, which is a useless degree, by the way. Sorry if you're doing psychology. But neither of us had any idea what we wanted to do after we left university.
We both knew that we wanted to go do some travelling. Meera had already taken several gap years, but I wanted to do some travelling at least.
That's not so good.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know, I think the idea of van life just kind of resonated with us.
Well, I think it was the idea of being able to work while also travel at the same time. We still wanted to continue on some sort of career path.
Yeah.
I'd been looking into van life for like 3 years before like deciding to do it. And I loved the idea of, you know, being able to travel with your home so you could work at the same time and do other things. So yeah, that's the reason why we decided to do this. I guess we can go into it a bit more in like another video as well.
The van build took us about a year and cost us just over £17,000 in total. That includes the cost of the van. But yeah, I guess we can talk more about it when we're showing you around.
So just to go over the van itself, she's a 2014 Mercedes Sprinter long wheelbase and she's perfect. No, I'm just kidding. She has her quirks.
We didn't have a huge budget being broke university students. The mileage is high, you know, but she's served us really, really well.
She's done so well.
Yeah, we have built this van and travelled in it for a year. But now we are moving on to a brand new project where we're going to be doing a brand new van build.
This is our first van build, but follow along to see our next one. We're just going to start on the outside. This is our main door. And then when we open it up, we have these cute little cubbies here. You can only access these when the doors are open, so they're not massively practical, but they are really cute. And I'm particularly attached to them because I did this design. We usually keep like little bits for Lola in there, and just kind of anything that we don't need every day.
Speaking of Lola, there she is.
Coming around to the side, we've got our shoe cubbies. So the top two shoe cubbies are for me because they're slightly smaller, and then the bottom two are for Will because he has absolutely huge feet. So they use the space behind the tap. The pipes for our tap come down here in the back of this part. These drawers use one half of the space available, and then these shoe cubbies use the other space that's available. We have our fake plant. We did have real plants, but they died, so we decided that we can't have real plants anymore. This is the monitor for our home security system. So coming onto this wall, we have our bulkhead storage. This uses up all of this space on top of our cab area. This is a little shutter to get into our cab area. It's not very practical. It's basically just in case we need to ever get away from somewhere quickly. We have little coat hooks for bags, coats, anything like that. Down here, this uses the space underneath the seats in the cab. Yeah, we've got some really nice big drawers. We didn't want to go for a real mirror because obviously it will break. So this is an acrylic mirror, I think.
Yeah.
But because the surface that it's on isn't completely flat, it means that it's a little bit wibbly wobbly.
This is our sink and tap area. It's a nice big composite sink, which is fairly lightweight and leaves us enough space for dishes and things, which is good. The tap also goes like all the way around, so we can use that as an outdoor shower, which we have used a few times. It's nice in the hot countries. We'll get to the water systems in a minute, but we've got hot and cold water for both the tap and the shower. We've got a tanked water heater, so it does take some time to heat up, but it works pretty well, I think, considering we're in a van. The drain for the sink goes like all the way down here and then across the bottom of the van. This is our bathroom area. It's currently got Loli's litter tray in it because there's not really a designated space for that. We've got like a full length shower in here. It's not bad even for someone my height. We've got towel rails here on the wall. We've got some little toiletry holders as well, so you can put your shampoo and things in there. Squeegee. And we've got this curtain which comes all the way around. Yeah, I think the best part about this space is we also have a slide out toilet. You can use the whole shower space, obviously when the toilet is not out, which is something we found quite important. But then you can also open up the toilet. So pulls out like that. There you go. This is on heavy duty drawer runners, so it is fine even for someone as chunky as me. This is a composting toilet, so it's really just 2 buckets underneath with like a separator. People say that they smell. I don't think they smell. I think they smell better than a chemical toilet anyway. Also, I think in theory, you can empty a composting toilet in like lots more natural spaces. Not that we ever really do that, because I think it's hard to, you know, find a good place to dump your poop. Anyway, so the toilet is stored underneath this box here. We then have a drawer for our slide out bin. We only had like a really small available space, but that's still quite a good bin size. We then move on to like our control panel. So this is a lot of our electrical stuff. So this is the button here for our inverter. So that controls all of our 230 volt sockets. We've then got a battery monitor here, which lets us know how much is in our batteries. Water tank levels. So that one is the fresh on the left-hand side, and that one tells us when the waste is full, which it currently is. This is a gas level monitor, because we've got a gas tank as well, which we'll get to later. That doesn't work at all. It shows it as full all the time, and it never is. And then we've got 2 switches here, which are for the extractor fans. Again, I think we'd go a little bit higher spec next time, because they're not very good, and they are very loud. Light switches here, so they control bathroom light, the main lights, and then also the ones on the floor, which we like. It's much cozier, I think. I think we like that lighting a lot more. And this is our carbon monoxide and smoke detector as well.
I put my coat on because it is December and we're on a farm today and it's so cold. On this side we have our little rattan cupboard. And yeah, we used to use it to store games and stuff. And then also our toiletries went in the bottom here. And yeah, by the way, everything's empty because we're selling her. So yeah, that's why it's empty. But if you want to see all of our travels and everything when it was full, then definitely check out our TikTok because we have so many videos on there. At the top here, we have just a little space to put plants. Obviously they're all fake now, but they used to be real. And we also have our little security system that links to the little control that I showed at the beginning. This is our seating area and it also converts into our dining area with 2 chairs. You can plug in your laptop, you can eat your food. I'm not gonna lie, we didn't use this that much while we were traveling, mostly because we sat in bed. Yeah. Because we're lazy. It can be used as a very small bed. Will's brother came to stay. Actually, no, he was too big.
He slept on the floor.
He slept on the floor. But a small child could sleep on this. We just don't have any. So Will's mum kindly made these cushion covers for us and these cushions. Wait. All the cushion covers here were kindly made by Will's mum. This is our kitchen area. We made this whole thing bespoke because we came up with a design that we liked and we wanted to kind of fit all of these nice features into the one space. Yeah, we got a lot of this second hand. The fridge is a Dometic CRX50, which is pretty good. It's got like a nice 50 litre capacity, which is good for the 2 of us for about a week. We've also got storage under here, which is where we usually keep some of Kitty's things, but there's also like a fire blanket and brush and things like that. We then have this drawer which keeps our plates. We have a drawer organizer thing from IKEA, which stops all of our plates from flying around when we're driving. We've then got this little secret drawer here where we keep cutlery and some other little bits. So that just goes in like that. We've got lots of overhead storage here. One thing that we really didn't want to do was put overhead storage in the bedroom area because I think it makes you feel a bit boxed in. So yeah, we've got lots of storage in the kitchen and all the stuff that we mentioned before in like the bulkhead and the under the seats. We've also got here the switches for our water heater, our blown air heater, and our water pump as well. There are magnetic latches on all of the upper cupboards. And on the drawers where you need a bit of a stronger latch, we've got these ball bearing ones. So this is our big pan drawer, which goes underneath the oven. And this is our oven. It's an LPG oven. It's a Voyager 4500. So it's got a grill under here, a full mini oven, and 2 hobs on the top. We really like to cook our own food in the van, so this was quite an important thing. And I think it's worked out really well. This is our nice stovetop kettle. We've also got some more 230 volt plugs. There's a light switch for the under cabinet lights as well, and some USBs in the kitchen too.
We also got this cool like blackboard paint so we can put like our weekly menu up. And yeah, last but not least, we've got a full slide out larder unit with some storage up the top as well. So yeah, lots of space for food. In terms of like clothes storage, we've got this cupboard here which actually contains 3 separate drawers. So this was all of my clothes. It's through there. Also on this panel, we've got the outlet for our heater. So Meera likes to sit on this step when it gets really cold and just warm herself, which is quite cute. But yeah, that heater's pretty good. The whole place gets warm in like 10-15 minutes, which is pretty good. We've also got storage which goes underneath the bed. So these 3 drawers here. These are actually full at the moment because we took some stuff out with us. And we've also got storage in the little bed step here as well, which we use to keep like electronics and chargers and things. But it's also good for getting yourself up to the bed nice and easily. More storage, if you take up this cushion here, that opens up so that whole box is there for storing our Hoover, and we put our dirty clothes in there as well. And we've also got this little one under here, which is where we keep all of our like cleaning products and things. It's only a small one because the toilet takes up most of that space, but yeah.
This is Lola, our van cat.
By far the most important thing in our van. We are at a nice little farm stay at the moment with like chickens and horses and stuff. But what that does mean is she has lots and lots of space to explore. So she doesn't want to be here right now. So we're just going to try and keep her for a minute. But yeah, if you've seen any of our other TikTok videos, she loves this van. She's been with us to over 20 countries now. She's just a real adventure cutie.
And she does just free roam wherever she wants to go. She has a little tracker on her collar, and it means that we can basically just know where she is 24/7 on a little app on our phone as well. And yeah, this is her scratching post. She's not going to want to do it now. She's too distracted by everything. But usually she'll like climb up here and like sit on top of here. And that is why we now have fake plants here as well, because her fat booty squished all of our plants.
Just while we're here as well, we've obviously got the plants here. We also have a nice little secret cupboard where we keep our laptops, which we can tell people about now because we're not going to have this van anymore.
But also we've
and it's not really a secret. We've told everyone already.
So this is my favourite part of the van, and it's our bedroom area. It's just so cozy, and one of the best parts about it is the fact that we have our own mini van cinema. So we have a projector. We've got our projector screen on this side and then our actual projector on this side. And it's honestly just so nice that we often have movie nights at like the top of mountains or just like really random places. And sometimes we'll keep the back doors open, and yeah, it's just a really cool feature. We've also got our little corkboard where we put all of our memories. There's not very much stuff on there at the moment because we're selling her, but we used to have all of our stuff up there. We have a skylight up here, which has a mosquito net, and then just obviously the regular blind. This is really good because it opens to varying degrees, and it helps with airflow. So in the summer it's amazing because we actually get some sort of breeze through our van, and that's great when it's really hot. But yeah, the bed is a standard double widthways and then just under a double lengthways, which can be a little annoying, especially when you have a cat in the bed as well. Will's 6 foot, which means that he doesn't fully fit in this bed. What we end up doing is we both end up sleeping at a diagonal, kind of like across the bed that way. Like this.
That's not that bad.
And then Loli, she sleeps here.
So we are very cramped. Sometimes we put her bed over there though. She might sleep on the child's bed at some point.
Yeah. She actually does have a bed herself over there sometimes.
Yeah.
But she just doesn't use it that much. She likes to sleep with us, so. There are plugs behind the bed. It means we can plug our laptops in, we can plug the projector in. Yeah, we don't have a fancy projector, it's not Bluetooth. This ceiling was handmade by me. and the rest was handmade by Will. No, I'm joking.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. The ceiling is completely reclaimed pallet wood. We had a very tight budget, which means that a lot of the materials in our van are secondhand.
I wouldn't say a lot, but where we could, I think, because all the plywood is new and stuff.
Obviously, like good quality.
Yeah.
Secondhand stuff or repurposed, reclaimed wood. But yeah, so this is all reclaimed pallet wood, and it took me months to sand this down.
This is our garage area. As you can see, there's a good amount of space in here. So this is where we keep various random bits, like a big box of tools, like our water hose, electrical hookup cable, you know, various like miscellaneous stuff, as well as our bikes. There is a nice long space back here where you can fit 2 adult bikes, admittedly with a lot of grunting and shoving them in there. So this side we've got our water systems. So this big box here houses our 100-litre water tank, which is quite a good size for the 2 of us. That lasts for several days of showering, washing dishes and drinking. There's an inlet point here where we can fill it up. This is rubbish. I would not put this on the inside of the van again. I'd put it on the outside because it's so easy to just spill water down the side. Anyway, there's also a breather tube here so that the water tank can let out air when the water's coming in, whatever. And this is a drain pipe in case we ever need to drain the water and clean it all out. On this side, we've got a fire extinguisher, and this is our electrical system behind here. So this is a good opportunity for me to tell you a little bit about my background. So I currently work for a company called Noma, who design electrical systems for vans and off-grid houses. I actually did this system before I got that job. And yeah, I think it works really well for our needs. So we've got a 560 amp hour lithium battery bank. That's comprised of 2 280 amp hour batteries wired in parallel. We've got a 320 watt solar panel on the roof, which we'll show you in a minute. So that runs through the charge controller here. We've also got a 2000 watt inverter charger, so we can run pretty much any regular appliances, aside from maybe an induction hob or a large air fryer, which we never want to use anyway. And that also, so that works as our inverter when we're off grid, so it converts our 12 volt battery supply into 230 volts, so we can use all of the sockets inside. But it also allows us to charge the batteries whenever we have a chance to use the main. We also have a few more little things in here. So there's a tool drawer there. It's full of rubbish at the moment. We've also got this little storage area back here, which is where we house our gas heater, which you might be able to see under there, our gas manifold, some of our water pipes. There's also our water pump, accumulator and water filter, which leads through to the taps and the shower. And there's our hot water heater up there as well. That's powered by the gas, and it has about a 13-litre tank, which is good for maybe a 10-minute shower or 2 5-minute showers in our case. So not amazing, not luxurious, but it'll do. There's also one more cupboard up here, which is just where we keep like some bedding or some winter clothes. It's not very accessible and not very useful, but storage is storage.
This is the coolest feature of our van build. It's our swing, and it can pretty much hold anyone. Actually, maybe not.
We've not tested it.
It can hold me and Will's a bit of a chonker, so. But yeah, Will actually made me this as a birthday present, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, that was our van tour.
Yeah, we really hope that you stick around to see what we do with the next one, because we're really excited about it.
Hopefully you get to see more of our van cat as well, because she wasn't really in this one. Follow for more van related content.
Bye.
Bye.